Welcome to the Basic Biochemistry series for creationists who are non-biologists and non-chemists. In today's episode, I'll be using aspects of the collagen protein to introduce the topic of protein primary structure. So what is collagen? It's a protein talked about in the beauty industry. Here's a picture of a dietary beauty product that promises to make you more beautiful if you take it. It sounds like a magic beauty pill, doesn't it? It claims to make you more beautiful by building up your collagen. So what is collagen? Well, here is a colored scanning electron microscopy photo of collagen fibers in skin. Collagen is a protein that is a big part of your skin, tendons, ligaments, etc. According to Wiki, 25 to 35% of the proteins in your body are collagen. Aging does cause some damage to the way collagen is organized in the skin, as shown in this diagram. So it's understandable if one can improve the collagen organization in one's skin, one might become prettier. That said, there's no guarantee the product shown here, which by the way retails at Walgreens for about $20, will actually work. One of the more entertaining aspects of taking a formal biochemistry course in university is hearing professors make derogatory remarks about all the dietary products that are supposed to make you healthier and more beautiful. So with respect to this product, caveat emptor. That said, collagen is a real protein. Here again is the colored scanning electron microscopy photo of collagen fibers in skin. Let me represent conceptually the collagen molecule like a necklace of beads where each bead is something known as an amino acid. Also, let me briefly show you a list of the names of standard amino acids. I'm not going to insist you memorize that list, nor will I insist you memorize their chemical diagrams, because after all, this course series is for non-chemists and non-biologists. However, if one studies biochemistry in university, it's customary for professors to have students memorize the chemical diagrams and be able to redraw them on exams. I'm just letting you know about all the fun you're missing out on by taking my free online class instead of taking it for $6,000 in a traditional university. Back to the necklace here. A single collagen molecule is part of a larger class of molecules known as proteins. Sometimes, instead of the word protein, the word polypeptide is used depending on the context. Proteins and polypeptides are part of an even larger class of molecules known as polymers. A polymer is somewhat analogous to a necklace of beads, where each individual bead is analogous to what is called a monomer. So instead of necklace, think polymer, and instead of bead, think monomer. The monomers in a polymer can be made of all sorts of things, but in the collagen polypeptide, which is also a polymer, each monomer is made of a single amino acid. Again, here is the standard list of amino acids you can choose from to make monomers for a polymer that is also a polypeptide like collagen. There are also industry standard abbreviations for the amino acids, and most important are the one-letter abbreviations. Again, I'm not going to insist anyone memorize the list, especially since most evolutionary biologists I've encountered no longer remember this list off the top of their head. Although, if you were studying biochemistry in university, some professors would require students to memorize this list and state it on exams. I often say, biochemistry is memorization. Here is a typical representation of the sequence of the amino acids in a segment found in collagen. I'm only showing a small segment of the collagen polypeptide for simplicity. For convenience, I'll put the list of abbreviations below for reference. Let me read off a few of the amino acids from this representation, starting from the left. Proline, glycine, glutamic acid, sometimes called glutamate, arginine, glycine, proline, glycine, proline, glutamine, etc. It's not a bad exercise to read off a few letters and look up the names of the amino acid that each letter represents. No need at this stage to be able to do this for all the amino acids, but at least try to remember G stands for glycine and P for proline. Why those two? Because there's something nice about collagen. A lot of the collagen has huge stretches in it where every third amino acid is a glycine. A lot of the other amino acids are prolines. So, if you can at least remember G is for glycine and P is for proline, you've got a lot of the amino acid names down pat for collagen. This is an example of a listing of all the amino acids in a collagen polypeptide known as collagen 1 alpha 1 chain. This listing format is known as the FASTA format. Since polypeptides are usually very long molecules, the listing of their amino acids have to wrap around the page just like a paragraph of letters. Thus, we customarily read off the letters from left to right and top to bottom, somewhat like we read sentences and paragraphs in the English language. When we have a complete polypeptide, the starting position is labeled in chemistry terms as the N-Terminus, and the ending position is labeled as the C-Terminus. Finally, describing a protein/polypeptide by listing out the amino acid sequence from one end to the other is describing its primary structure. Today we covered the concept of primary structure by examining aspects of the collagen protein/polypeptide. Primary structure is probably the most basic way to look at a protein or polypeptide, but in a sense it is only a one-dimensional structural perspective. However, there are three-dimensional perspectives of proteins known as quaternary structure, tertiary structure, and secondary structure. These other perspectives would be good subjects of future lessons if I can get around to them. In the meantime, that's it for our lesson on collagen and protein primary structure. Thanks for joining us today in this episode of Biochemistry for Creationists. God bless.